March 2020, the World Health Organization declared the coronavirus outbreak a pandemic that plunged the world into a crisis like none before. The impact of the novel coronavirus and the disease it causes, COVID-19, has reverberated through every corner of the globe, taking lives, destroying livelihoods, and changing everything about how people interact with each other and the world. It rapidly spread around the world, posing enormous health, economic, environmental, and social challenges to the entire human population. Moreover, this outbreak has severely disrupted the global economy. Today, mankind is living through unprecedented times, and all crucial activities like trade and commerce, education, sports, entertainment, travel, and tourism have been adversely affected. Such has been the impact that international examinations got cancelled and the Olympic Games had to be kept on hold. Words like social distancing, quarantine, and lockdown, which were often unheard of, became a part of our everyday vocabulary. Suddenly, everything went virtual, be it meeting and greeting people, shopping, or learning a new skill. Everything was done online. Zoom meetings became the call of the times. This video is about how 33 students of the Young Managers program at a Bakersd Academy, Ahmedabad, converted the lockdown period into an opportunity to learn something meaningful and important in life. The day lockdown was implemented in India, these young managers undertook a unique journey for 3 continuous weeks. During this time, when everybody was confined to their houses and there was not much scope for any activity beyond the 4 walls of the house, the task challenge was introduced by a Bakersd Academy to its YMP students. A very well thought, well planned, and well executed challenge. Students are sure to remember this lockdown for the rest of their lives. When most children of the age were busy spending time playing with their gadgets or watching the Idiot Box, the young managers embarked on a novel task challenge which turned out to be full of fun and resulted into tons of new learnings.
I wanted more tasks because I wanted to make the lockdown more productive.
Each task was special and the range of tasks assigned was broad enough to cater to the needs and likings of one and all in the group. In fact, it comprised a gamut of activities ranging across essential life skills, culinary skills, dining etiquette, creativity, cryptography, management skills, health and fitness, gardening, computer skills, and many more. As a part of the task challenge, a daily task was announced through an email. The task note clearly explained the relevance and importance of the task from the student's perspective. Finally, based on all this, they had to complete the task and submit the photographs and videos on the WhatsApp group. The next day, a fresh task was given which had to be accomplished the following day. This challenge continued for full 3 weeks, wherein students worked on 20 different tasks. Let's walk down through these interesting tasks and how the students successfully accomplished them. We begin with some tasks related to essential life skills. An integral part of the Young Managers program is to make the students proactive and independent in life. Sooner or later, most of them will leave the comforts of their homes when they proceed for higher studies. Being used to all the amenities and luxuries in life, it was essential that they were taught some very important life skills that could help them later in their lives when they would be left to fend on their own. One such task, which is very common but often overlooked, is covering books and notebooks. Isn't this something each one of you has done right from the time you started going to school? As a child, you would remember how excited you were to get all your books covered and ready before the first day of a new academic year. Sadly, for most of the kids, this task was done either by our ever-helpful parents or outsourced. The lockdown task helped students to learn how to cover their books and master the art of book covering. Special instructions were given to ensure that the books they covered were of different sizes. As all stationery shops were closed during the lockdown, only those who had brown paper stock at home could use them. The others had to learn their task by using newspaper sheets. It was heartening to know that those very students who previously disliked doing this task were eventually comfortable doing it, and that too happily. Another similar task involved gift wrapping. All of us love to receive gifts, whether on a special occasion or otherwise. The entire experience of getting the neatly wrapped gift in your hands is so appealing to the eyes. However, not many of us are comfortable with the process of gift wrapping. Often in homes, there is one person who is adept at it, and he is the one who does it every time a gift has to be wrapped. the others end up being silent spectators. The lockdown task of gift wrapping introduced students to this art, and many of them were so excited once they saw what they had created. Some of them couldn't believe their eyes. The final gift wrappings looked simply fabulous. Through this task, the young managers learned a very important lesson. When you spend so much time in selecting the right gift for a near and dear one, you can definitely make the gift special by wrapping it beautifully. After all, good packaging sells a product.
Yet another task students learned was ironing clothes. Everybody loves wearing clean, washed clothes that are neatly pressed or ironed. Tidy, well ironed clothes, be it the school uniform or clothes we wear for social outings, do create a good impression on others, don't they? Sadly, our busy lifestyle and lethargy have resulted in avoiding this task. With a plethora of laundry services available right at your doorstep, who would like to go through the pains of ironing the clothes? Most of us would surely avoid taking up a task like this. The best course of action would be an easy one: delegation. For quite a few students, the task was a bit uphill. However, by trial and error and a bit of practice, they realized that it wasn't that difficult. After the successful accomplishment of this task, we are sure each student in the group will be comfortable ironing his own clothes in case the laundryman goes missing for a few days. One more task which the students got exposed to is doing their beds. Traditionally, doing a bed is considered to be a mundane, trivial, unexciting chore which most of the students are unwilling to undertake. Incidentally, parents too do not feel the need or necessity for the children to learn this chore. On the contrary, when many of these students will eventually live on college campuses, wouldn't this very chore be extremely important for them? After a hectic, tiring day, who would not like to relax in a bed done in a perfect, impeccable way with no crease on the sheets? Doesn't this sound cozy? Another domain that the students thoroughly enjoyed was culinary skills. With restaurants and food joints pulling down shutters and restrictions on online food delivery systems, all that was possible was to self-cook. Necessity is the mother of invention. How true is this axiom in case of our young managers? The craving for good food and the very idea of learning something new and cooking by themselves was a fillip to the task.
I would have never entered the kitchen. But thanks to these tasks, now I know how time and effort does it take for our moms to make these delicious and tasty delicacies.
Breaking away from gender stereotypes, the young managers put on their aprons and ventured into the kitchen area to test their culinary skills. One particular task assigned was paneer making, which works on the scientific principle of acid coagulation of milk. This was selected as the first culinary task as although there was a lockdown, availability of milk and lemons would not be an issue for any household. Over and above this, it is a known fact that children are immensely fond of paneer dishes. A few students had already experimented with non-fire cooking. However, this was a step ahead where a gas stove had to be used.
Well, my parents basically they help me in areas where an elderly help is required.
Most of the tasks children could do by themselves, but a few of them did require parental supervision and a little bit of motivation from our sides.
Therefore, this task was successfully accomplished under parental supervision. In fact, the entire paneer making task culminated into some delicious paneer recipes at home that included paneer paratha, paneer tikka, and paneer masala. Creativity has no limits, and that was reflected when one of the students came up with rose flavored sandesh using his homemade paneer as the base ingredient.
Through these activities, the children also got learnings such as not to give up and try something new.
During the lockdown period, one particular beverage that had created a flutter on the internet was dalgona coffee. The young managers thoroughly enjoyed preparing dalgona coffee. Did you know that this beverage was popularized by a South Korean actor Jung Fil Woo, who was served this during his Macau visit. Incidentally, the beverage reminded him of Dalgona, a local version of honeycomb toffee candy, and hence the name. Preparation of this coffee treat involves a simple procedure using ingredients easily available at home like milk, instant coffee, sugar, and hot water. To add to the aesthetic appeal, some students even top the coffee with cocoa, crumbled biscuits, and chocolate chips. Sounds yummy, isn't it? Keeping in mind the summer season and soaring levels of mercury, some of the culinary tasks included preparation of frozen desserts like homemade ice cream and kulfi. For the baking buffs, easy to make desserts like chocolate cake and caramel custard pudding were also on the task list. The cakes turned out to be a super hit among the students and their families. With ready-made designer cakes off the shelves, our young managers threw in their hats and baked amazing cakes for lockdown birthday celebrations.
Cooking is more important for her because I feel wherever she might be in life, she should know how to prepare good food for herself. She should feed well those who come to her.
When I talked about making the kulfi, my sister got very thrilled and she told me, I don't care if you bake it or not, but I will surely make it.
Since we had included culinary skills, another area we touched upon was dining etiquette. Now that we had made all these delicious dishes, it was time to learn how to exercise proper table manners. This was yet another fun-filled learning experience for the students. Dining out is a bit different than eating within the comforts of one's house. The reason being, we are within sight and under constant glare of people sitting at the tables next to us. Doesn't this necessitate us to eat with proper dining etiquette? Well, definitely. When we dine out at public places, we need to maintain a certain level of decorum. Through these tasks, students got exposed to the finer nuances of dining that included how to use the fork and knife, how to eat spaghetti or pasta, how to eat burgers, and how to have soup. No wonder students also learned how to eat using chopsticks. While at restaurants, have you ever observed beautifully folded napkins on your tables? A napkin folded as a pinwheel or a flower surely reminds you of the paper origami craft you enjoyed at school. One of the tasks allocated was napkin folding. For many of the students, this was their first exposure to such an activity, and they were apprehensive about it. Nevertheless, contrary to expectations, students created fantastic designs from the napkins. Such was the confidence that they got out of the activity that they are now awaiting guests at home so they can display their napkin folding skills. While most of the tasks focused a lot on hands-on activities, the students' grey matter was challenged through the cryptography task. What is cryptography, you ask? Well, cryptography is the practice and study of hiding information. It is a science used to keep information secret and safe. Essentially, the message is changed to a cipher or a code through the process of encryption. Such encryption codes have been used throughout history whenever people wanted to keep messages secret. Governments, military, businesses, each of them has resorted to the science of cryptography since long time. For the cryptography task, students underwent a good experience of creating their own codes and had fun deciphering the codes that were sent to them. The young managers of today are the corporate leaders of tomorrow. It is imperative that the process of grooming them has to begin early in life. The young boys need to master the art of knotting a tie, a skill which will eventually become an everyday ritual for them in life. The lockdown task helped not only the boys but also the girls to learn a variety of tie knots which included half Windsor, Oriental, 4 knots, 4-in-hand knot among others. So, the next time these young students have presentations lined up, don't be surprised to see them dressed up formally, donning impressive tie knot.
Some of the tasks were very important for our
daily lives and the others were important for our professional life. For example, if you take the tie task, it will help you for any kind of formal meeting, interview, and it will even help you for a formal party.
Equally informative was the task on inserting a pocket square, a small but elegant clothing often used at formal events in the breast pocket of a jacket or blazer.
I still feel that tying a knot and pocket square, if you learn, you don't have to request your colleague or anyone for such a help.
What a tie depicts for a gentleman. A scarf or a stole does it for a lady. The use of stoles and scarves in formal attire for women has worldwide acceptance. Young girls, as they climb the corporate ladder and break the glass ceiling, need to have a sense of power dressing. Just like the necktie, stoles and scarves can be worn in a plethora of styles. The stole and scarf tying task turned out to be a big learning experience for the young girls, and they thoroughly enjoyed it. The lockdown period was a period of home quarantine that deprived our young managers to venture out of their homes and indulge into sports and recreation. In the absence of any physical activity, it was ideal that a task like yoga would help them feel relaxed and rejuvenated. Yoga, as you know, is an amalgamation of physical, mental, and spiritual practices that originated in our very own country, India. Yoga works on the level of one's body, mind, emotion, and energy and is said to improve health, physical fitness, and purify the mind as well. The young managers got hooked onto this ancient Indian practice that helped them immensely. A manager's life is full of physical and mental stress, and students realize that yoga can help them to overcome these. Some of our managers have a green thumb, but the home gardening task wasn't just for them. This task was meant for all students, irrespective of whether they had a garden at home or any prior experience at gardening. Busy lifestyles and school pressures most often don't give the liberty to students to get involved in gardening activities. The concept of home gardening requires minimal things, and one can easily pursue it even in a balcony or veranda. For those who were unable to procure soil or manure, the science of hydroponics was a viable option wherein they grew their saplings without any need of soil. The young managers cultivated plants ranging from coriander and garlic to ginger and mustard. This task taught the managers the importance of patience as they had a testing time waiting for their seeds to germinate and grow. In due time, they were able to enjoy the sweet fruits of their patience.
Specifically, the gardening made me realize that spending some time in the nature, getting some fresh air was very important.
With rapid advancements in technology, the young managers needed a task to upgrade their technological skills. For this very purpose, they were given a task to create a visual poem. For many of the students, this was a really challenging task as they had to learn new concepts of using software and creating a visual poem right from scratch. An element of competitiveness was added when it was announced that the best poems would be uploaded on YouTube. This encouraged these students to give their utmost best and put in a lot of efforts to outdo their peers. All tasks assigned were not necessarily meant for students alone. One such task was watching the film Lagan along with their families. This task came as a pleasant respite after a week-long hectic schedule. Incidentally, the film is also being used as a case study in many reputed Indian business schools. For those who had previously watched the movie, it came with a rider. They had to watch it from a fresh perspective, that of a management student. The movie did provide entertainment in the lockdown, but more importantly, it brought out intelligent discussions within the family that included management topics like leadership, motivation, proactiveness, ethics, and so on.
I felt that watching movie Lagan and understanding the management skill was best suited for the Young Managers program.
Some tasks were meant to bring out the artistic elements in our young managers. Tasks spread across various fine art skills were carefully selected to cater to the needs and abilities of every participant. Some tasks involved geometric drawings that brought out how warm and cool colors could be used to create mesmerizing patterns. Some students opted for creating elegant decor pieces like sunset in a bottle using simple ingredients like a small bottle, sugar, hot water, and food colors. The young managers dabbled with the art of paper mache and created beautiful decorative items from used newspapers. For an entire day, our students got obsessed with this art form that originated centuries ago in France.
I remember Pavit was so frustrated and almost cried while doing the geometric patterns and the art and crafts because it's not his forte, but after a few failed attempts he started liking it. He especially loved doing the kitchen tasks as he got to taste them after making them.
For Indians, Diwali happens to be the most enjoyable festival. Though still a long way, students learn to make beautiful decorations out of colored papers and cardboard. Their lovely creations impressed us for sure. Another enjoyable task that required special skills was shadowgraphy. Also called Ambromany, it is the art of performing a story or show using images made by hand shadows. Though not very prominent, it has been used on various platforms like movies and in advertisements. Students had an enjoyable session using their hands to create shadows of different animals and birds. The task of embroidery introduced the students to the basic art of sewing, a skill that could be useful in times of need, like a button falling off the shirt or a sleeve getting torn. It covered basic steps of sewing like the running stitch and hem stitch. Only on the completion of the task did the students realize how easy this task was and how useful it would be to them. In short, all these tasks culminated into creation of lovely masterpieces, deserving enough to be displayed at an art gallery. The joy of creating a thing of beauty was distinctly observed on the face of every budding artist. Finally, after 3 weeks of fruitful learning, the curtains came down on the task challenge. The lockdown period, characterized by fear, stress, uncertainty, and negativity, indeed helped the young managers at Abekasi Academy to unlock their hidden potential and unleash their creativity.
All these tasks connected the missing links amongst kids. Suddenly, they started enjoying and following them as a daily routine.
It was very nice and I had fun and I have learned a lot. In my mind, I felt like, yes, I have done something and I was successful in that.
After this challenge, I felt way more responsible and I was very happy to have done something constructive. My head felt a lot more fuller with new ideas, values and skills.
I felt elevated and delighted after completing the challenge. It felt like I used up my free time to do something productive.
COVID-19 still happens to be a force to reckon, a continuing threat to humanity, but with comparatively lower levels of intensity. As the world gets prepared to overcome the fear and trauma caused by coronavirus, the young managers equipped with a diverse array of skills get ready to embark on a new academic year.